So moving on to our next segment, In the Mix. You should start it because this was...
I feel like that one should have the intro like, in the Okay.
Okay.
You do like a...
Scratch. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, so I kind of wanted to circle back and touch on something that we discussed last week, which obviously we kind of tried to like unpack the whole Afro-Latina and the Afro-Latino and all of what that meant. And I actually ran into something on a creative artistic medium called Instagram. And I think it's interesting. I wanted to share it with our listeners.
Yeah, so let's play it.
Queued up?
Yeah, I got it queued. Let's see.
They try to say I'm black too. I am not black, honey. I'm not black, I'm just Dominican. I am not mixed. If I was mixed, bro, my parents, either one of them will be so-called black. They want to call it I'm black. One of them will be black, one of them will be Dominican. Boom, I'm black and Dominican. No, shorty. What people be doing is they try to get, like, information from the back time, the old days, and try to say Dominicans came from this piece of shit, so that makes you black.
Look at this nonsensical, ignorant nincompoop. You know, when I get information from the back times, the old times. Do you mean history? You mean you can control or delete the past? How? Santo Domingo, the capital city of DR, was the first city in all of the Americas to import slaves from where? Africa. So essentially, what does that mean? Well, it means that you're blackity black.
Yes, stupid bitch.
They try to say
like,
I
girl.
mean, it was frustrating to see that, but the reason that I kind of wanted to highlight that is just because, like, I know that girl's opinion represents so many people, not just Dominicans, but Puerto Ricans, and, you know, there's tons of people that it's like,
you are completely negating.
She said they always want to bring up facts from the old times. You mean history?
Right, exactly. She nailed it. I love this lady. Shout out to her.
There's nothing that is more annoying than that. And if you're Spanish and you want to still be racist against black people, you can be. But
Where
you're
does
just
that
gonna be
stem from, though? Where does that come from? I don't understand.
Systemic engineering and self-hatred that they're completely oblivious to. But I don't even give a fuck about that. That's between them and their therapist. It's more just like, you're the fucking Clayton Bigsby of your race. Yeah. Like, you are the blind white supremacist. You don't realize how stupid you look.
Yeah, you should be part of that. What was that group that,
What?
I can't think of it right now.
I hate when you do that.
I hate that,
like,
too.
There was one time a quote. Forget it.
No, I'm trying to think. It was the Black Republicans. What was their name? You know it. I know you do.
No, I don't.
Kanye, like, designed the... I have to look it up because it's going to piss me off.
No. I genuinely don't know of a group of...
Yes, it's a whole group.
No. Just, are you talking about the alt-right and the black members of the alt-right? We're like the tiki torch fuckers? All right, well...
While I look it up, you can continue
Do you
talking.
mind if I move on?
No, you can keep talking.
All these white...
Blexit. That's what it was. You didn't hear about Blexit?
No, yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
They tried to say he designed it, and then he tried to denounce
say that he didn't. Yeah.
Like,
right.
I'm trying to have a Kanye-free 2019, to be completely honest.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's been muted. I refuse.
I'm trying to have a yay-free 19, just because I deserve it. I've given him enough of me.
A lot, girl.
I'm done with
your whole
it.
childhood. But yeah, it's crazy that these kids are out here thinking like that.
They're brainwashed, and that's fine. And maybe they'll wake up, maybe they won't. I'm starting to get to a place where I used to be like, I have to educate the masses. People need to learn. I need to tell them. But I actually saw a really interesting interview by Amanda Seales, where she is this comedian that has this really great special coming to HBO, and check that out.
Her.
But either way, she touched on the fact that it's like, so you're going to tell me that as a black woman who at one time in this country it was illegal for me to read, to write, to be educated. Now, after all of this systemic engineering and bigoted racism and slavery and Jones Crow era and all of that is in a fucking melting pot, and makes this disgusting stew of fucking corruption and fuckery, you want us now to turn around and educate the kids of the people that performed, that made sure that our society stood in that place.
Mhm.
And now we're supposed to what? Teach them? This
Yeah.
is how you know us. This is how you deal with us. You should be aware of this. Fuck you. Read a book. It used to be illegal for us to do it. Suck my dick.
Mhm.
Like, I'm off that. You
Right.
know? Like, that's not my place. If it's your prerogative and you want to talk to somebody that you feel like you want to share information, that's one thing. But as far as me feeling anymore like it's my responsibility, nah. We off that. 100%. Except to the generation.
Yeah, because I was
below
just about
us.
to interrupt
The
you
niece,
and be
the
like,
nephew,
yeah, I
that's
was like,
different.
that was
I bet
literally what I was about to
You don't
talk
withhold
about.
information from family.
No,
That's
and-
different.
Yeah, but even not family, like his friends. When Alexi starts bringing home
but that's
friends,
a tribe. That's our tribe.
yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily like strangers, okay, but even in that, you know what I mean? If you're put in a situation to be able to spread knowledge, I would do it. You know,
But I look at that more so as, yeah, like a tribe. And that has shit to do with my people, who my people are. Not
Mhm.
only my people as far as like Black people or Hispanic people, but also just like like-minded people that understand and get it. That's different.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But educating somebody that pretty much wants to be racist, for sure.
Well, yeah, I'm not
Go
here. I'm
crazy,
not here to
bro.
wake those that.
Yeah, I'm not trying
already
to wake up
know.
sleeping people.
Yeah, they already know. I'm here to wake up people that don't know. You know what I mean? Like,
And that's so interesting because you and I have had like so many disconnects, just kind of based off of that in general, just like with our different dimensions, because we have a lot of shit in common, but like way more shit not in common.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like it was making a little bit of like controversy, even in the way that like we execute this podcast, because
Mhm.
that's very your standpoint. Like, I want to educate people that don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And my standpoint is very
Fuck
much,
them.
I'm not fucking talking to the people that have yet to care.
Right.
I'm talking to the people that give a fuck.
I'm not here to wake those that don't know that they're sleeping. Did I just say it right?
It doesn't feel right.
It doesn't,
And
right?
either way, I don't agree. I mean, like, and no, but here's what I do want to say. I'm fully aware of that.
Mhm.
You are completely happy and willing to speak to the people that don't know any better.
Right.
I have no intention or desire to do that because I don't do excuses. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's what I was saying before too. There are people who I have friends who parents are racist and they completely despise them. You know, they don't agree whatsoever.
Right.
But they also recognize that that's just who their parents are. But they're like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Some of them even rebel and are just like, I'm gonna go out of my way
yeah,
to
I
show
have
you.
friends like
You
that
know?
too. Yeah.
So at the same time, like I don't want to.
But I'm not punishing somebody based on their parents' beliefs. I'm punishing somebody, and not even punishing, but it's just like I'm limiting the extent at which I'll discuss certain topics with somebody that shows me that their capacity on that topic is limited or skewed in whatever way they've decided for it to be.
Yeah.
You know?
I just think I'm more open to being like, well, let me hear you first.
Not think you are more open to doing that shit. I have no interest.
Yeah.
But I also think that that's huge in just kind of like the dimensionality and the multifacets of mixed women in general, because you
Mhm.
and I have two very different perspectives on doing things for the most part, all the way across the board. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
you do have that. And I don't want to, I don't want you to think that I'm attacking it in any way, because I
Girl,
think it's something
no.
that should be celebrated. Like,
Mhm.
I think like, oh my, like what's horrible about having a good heart and fucking like
Mhm.
hoping for the best and wanting to see the best in people. For me, like, I'm just a cynical little asshole, and it is what it is.
Mhm.
But I have no interest in pandering. Like, I'm not here to inform white America of whatever. I think that white America's had platforms. They've had speaking. They've had that. And now it's our turn to lend our voice and our perspective and our biracial experience. And that's what I'm here to do.
No,
I'm not here
I agree.
to
I agree 100%.
pet white people and tell them they're pretty. They heard that before. you
Well,
know?
no, see, but that's the thing. I don't think that we should be doing that, but I do like in the words of another fellow queen, when they go low, we go high.
Right. And that's the difference. When
And-
they go low, I'm down to the ground with your ass, bitch. We could go as low as you want.
Right. So that's just what it
God's
is.
not done
But
with
that's
me
what's
yet.
so dope about having us kind of be the two different
But
kinds,
that's-
because you need that. You don't
it's
know
the
how many people
multifaceted.
you're going to wake up. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
the midst of that. If everybody was just angry,
Right.
there'd be people that didn't get saved.
And sometimes my anger is sarcastic, so it could be fun too.
Yeah, or
You
insulting.
gotta read the rage however you want to read the rage.
Or insulting.
Sometimes I'll insult you. Sometimes make you laugh.
You're like the Sour Patch Kid, bitch.
Yeah, first they're sour, then that was my last Instagram caption.
What? That's funny. So, all right. So, yeah.
But either way, I think that, I don't know, it's interesting and it's all perspective and we all see things the way that we can while we're at this place and even that's subject to change. So who knows, maybe I'll get like old and sweet, but in this exact moment, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I just don't.
And I'm going to be a little bit more optimistic.
Yeah. And I love that about you. That's why I keep you around.
Oh, is that why you keep me
That's
around?
the
Thank
number
God
one
for that.
reason.
Jesus, I don't know what I would
What
do.
did you think?
I don't know, girl. I thought I've been trying to get rid of you for years.
No, girl, I was supposed to been ship you out.
Oh, is that what happened?
Shipped you back.
Okay.
We brought you back.
Appreciate
No,
you.
but I love that about you. And I also love that we showcase those extreme differences.
Yeah,
You know
hell
what I
yeah.
mean? Because actually on this podcast, you will see them probably all unfold because they do in so many different ways all the
Right.
time.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty cool too.